去相合，所以才让艺术变得很庞大。它不是只是我一个个体的一个美感经验的一小区块。
J'ai choisi ce thème de décoïncidence comme titre de l'exposition. Je dois dire que Taïwan me paraît dans une situation de décoïncidence, c'est-à-dire de non-aliénation dans les grandes adéquations contemporaines.
我们要让学生进来就感觉到这个学校透过建筑、透过空间规划，他就感觉到有一种厚度。
Car c'est par décoïncidence, c'est-à-dire par capacité à défaire les coïncidences déjà faites, donc déjà satisfaites, donc déjà épuisées, qu'on peut produire, qu'on peut inventer de nouvelles possibilités.
I also chose to definitely not turn the space into a gallery, but to myself blend into the space, blend the work into the space. When you enter the building, there's only one information about the projection, which is you're directly drawn to because there's a curtain that doesn't belong to the house. And all the other works are not identified, and they would require you to get lost in the house and come chance upon them, almost by chance, as you would, in a sense again, the metaphor of the ghost. This is kind of, it's like a haunted house. I decided to re-inhabit this house with ghosts, so in a sense to haunt the house. And the ghosts of videos, in a sense, photographs and videos always have a ghost-like quality. They always refer to something that's not there anymore, to something else. And they have their own temporality. All my video works, I call them permanent videos. They have no beginning, no end, no narration. They're more like physical presence. So they're on monitor, they're not on flat screens, they're physically in the space. More like sculptures, and that kind of permanence. But of course the image is always changing, so it's kind of an amnesic permanence. And each has its own cycle, and that's what I like. So here we have water, you can hear now. We have a supernatural fire. It's all a bit supernatural. There's a talking product whose voice you can hear from downstairs. It's actually upstairs. It's calling you upstairs to go and see. And we have a blend of commodities, and I place them in a sense in the most natural place in the house. So I've put products in the kitchen, a person in the room, a fire in what could have been the hearth, the place to build the fire. And together they form, usually in my work I always combine diverse elements to evoke a totality of humans, not humans, the not humans are further divided into animate or inanimate objects, animals, and collectively they form a world, a miniature world. And it's got the complexity of a world.
People, this is very, very hard for them, especially for Muggle families. A Muggle is human in their world. That protected him. In it was the love of his mother. So, when he knew that he was a wizard, he was very surprised because, he was here with his aunt and uncle that were very sort of funny looking.
And essentially it takes the idea of collage or montage, but takes that idea and turns it into a spatial video. So there are different scenes, different objects that run into each other in unexpected ways, that overlap, have relationships, but are also disparate and conflicting. So a big theme of everything is the simultaneity of everything, simultaneity of different spaces you could call. Spaces that might be far away are brought close together, like a mountain and a domestic house. A series of interiors and exteriors bleed into each other. Everything is this idea of excess, so kind of almost like too much information or too many things existing simultaneously. The piece is called Heidegger's Hut. It's a very subtle reference to the philosopher Martin Heidegger. There are obvious differences in the way that the two images are composed. This image is made inside CGI software. It starts off as a series of drawings which are then translated into these intersecting tubes, which sometimes could appear as though they're fiber optics or simply just lines which carry and connect information. It's a little bit like these two languages show what one is in relation to the other. So a sense of distinction where there's just something about the spatial quality of this image, its saturation of color on paper, which you could never achieve in a painting if it made with paint. Conversely, there's something in this painting which can never be replicated in digital technology. It has some sense of materiality and physicality about it. A sense of, in the painting, I was trying to make a painting not specifically of the sea, but something that has the echo of the ocean. So there's this dialogue between what you just very simply, the material and the immaterial, or the tangible and intangible, having a conversation.
如果你把它当作是一个独立个体看待这个物件本身的时候，你不会觉得它是独立的。我们所有的里面的内容的物件，没有是独立的。 但是当然你可以单一去读单一物件，它当然是独立的。观看你用什么样的一个方式和角度来去阅读。
我们两个创作是没有草图的，我觉得其实在保护创作的自由性啦。
其实我没有去预设观者这件事情，而且我从来也没有去想这件事情。如果说我们专心过生活，活在这个地球上，我们一直把焦点、眼睛一直看着别人，说别人怎么对我想，那活着很像不像自己嘛？所以如果说我们尽力展现我们一个艺术家的态度，对于一个空间上的一个掌握，对于一个物件上的了解，然后将我们一个很关注的一点就是互为创作这件事情，然后能发挥到最大。我觉得即是最有效率的一个方式，所以我们很专心的过生活，我们专心的做作品。所以你说一个时间点，就是11月7号要开幕嘛，所以我们就那时候结束。然后整个过程里面就是，如果我们一个核心价值，它就是希望是比较自发的，没有任何的压力，然后是一种身体一种很即兴的方式来去做创作，我们一直保持这样的状态就够了。
Something happened in my life, so when I was with this grand family, I feel like, okay, you are near to death, and I cannot help you, but I can feel the same things. The same things is for me like the same in a black forest when you want to go in a darkness, and you don't know what happened there. So it's more about the feeling when the visitors come here and see, okay, I can do something here. This is more for movies than more for exhibitions like a classical one.
这次使用的比较多，就是直接用现成物的方式，放置在整个空间里面。然后对我来讲的话，我是不太希望说在这个空间有过多的人工制品，就是说手做的，或是说制造出一个某种形象或者一个具体东西，或者说一个属于艺术家的一个制品的样式，所以会比较倾向是用已经有的现成物的方式去安置于这个空间。然后另就是希望是说，在这个空间里面存在的其实不见得是艺术品，而是存在一个有人的痕迹的一个空间样式。对我来讲的话，它好像我们进来的时候，我们可以感觉得到过去的一些历史痕迹。
interested in the paintings being cared for and someone building up a relationship with them as they come to them and open the valves when they call out for a form of attention. I really enjoy the idea that the work shifts for the space that it occupies. I think the work has been shown in unconventional, kind of non-conventional gallery spaces before, so it's something I feel really excited about. I want the viewer to experience the sound and the smell of the paint live, that I'm interested in that kind of not knowing what these paintings will do, whether they will even work, whether they'll even fill. So this potential for, or there's this, I'm interested in the work's endless kind of potential, both, so as a kind of not knowing, I suppose.